Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is just going to be a quick update on the Throwing Shade project. So this is update number 13 and we're really getting up there in time. It's been over a year since I did the intro for this project. But yeah, as I said, today we're gonna do an update on the 3 palettes that I used for the past 4 weeks, and then we are going to pick 3 new palettes. And if you haven't seen my intro or my other updates to this project, I will have them listed in the description box. But basically this is a project that was started by Jessica and Amanda and it's a collaboration with the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group. And I will have all of that information listed in the description box. I'm not sure exactly how many are still doing this project, but hopefully I won't be doing it for much longer either, because I don't have that many palettes left to go through. But yeah, let's just get into it. So for the first week of the 4 weeks, I used this Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Ring the Alarm palette, and this was one of the palettes in her Vault collection, and this is kind of the warm palette. I haven't used this a ton. I did use it once that week, I think. I was not I've been having a hard time like the past few months incorporating like all of my panning things into like a routine, but I did use this once. I had a bit of problem using this. I started by putting this shade right here called Framed all over kind of the outer corner and the inner corner of my eyes, just packing it onto a tacky base. And then I was gonna do kind of like a halo eye and put something else in the center of my lid, but I just could not blend it out. I tried to blend it out with some of like the other shades in here, like the warmer matte shades, so like this one. I also tried this one and this one, but it just did not look good. It would not blend out. So then I tried on the other eye with just like a eyeshadow that is close to my skin tone, and that did not look good either. So I definitely had a problem with that one. So then I took that off, and I think I took brush, or if it was mugshot, I can't remember. I think it was brush. I put that kind of all over my lid, and then I just did like a shadow wing with this framed, and that was kind of like a completely matte look, which I did enjoy. It was kind of like just a everyday look, and I was happy with that. But as I said, I did have problem with the shade Frame, although I did use it in my eye look today, and today I had no problems with it. So I think it depends on definitely like what you use to blend it out, and I think you need to use something that is kind of in this family of colors. So yeah, that was the week with this one. But if you've seen me do any reviews on these Morphe palettes before, you know that I really enjoy the shimmer formula, and then I'm not like the biggest fan of the matte formula. I can usually make them work, but it's like not my favorite. So I like the formula in here more than I like the Colourpop formula in the palettes that I have. I know a lot of people feel the other way around, but for me, I like this shimmery formula a lot more than, as I said, the Colourpop palettes I have. And then the week after that, I used this palette. This is the Limecrime Venus 2 palette, and here is that one. I need to look up what kind of look I did with this one. I can't remember. Okay, so here is the look that I did. So I'm pretty sure I used yam and mud kind of in my crease and a little bit on my outer corner, and then I used flamethrower for Makeup Geek, and I put that all over my lid, and then I put this shade right here on kind of my inner corner, and then I topped it up with a shimmery white just to make it like more of a pop and more of like an inner corner highlight. Not my favorite look, but I kind of, yeah, I don't know. I've said this before in my videos that these are kind of old, and it might be that the formula has changed, so it's not my, or that my preferences has changed, but it's not like my favorite eyeshadow formula anymore. But yeah, I will still keep this in my collection because, as I said, I've had them for a really long time and they are kind of sentimental to me, and I do enjoy using them from like time to time. And then the third palette is this Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette, and if you haven't seen it, this is what it looks like. I really enjoy the Huda kind of formula. I have a few of the smaller palettes, although I've only used like the Electric Obsessions a lot, and then I have used this a few times, and then the others I haven't used much at all. But as I said, I really enjoy this formula, and the look I did with this palette was kind of dramatic. You will realize when I'm showing you this look that it's the one I wore in the video I posted on Saturday. So I didn't use it during the week I was supposed to use it, but I did do a look with it this week, so, or like last week, so I'm gonna count that. But in that look I used this one because I had not used that one before, and I put that kind of all over my outer corner and then a bit into my crease, and then I used this shade to kind of blend that out, and then I put this one on the inner half of my eyelid as like the shimmer shade, and I did enjoy that look. That was like the eyeshadow that I had. Oh, I also used this one kind of to blend it out. But those were kind of the colors in this palette that I had not used before, so I was happy to try them out and get some use out of them. And I really like these palettes, as I said, and like yeah, they are small and compact and you can easily travel with them. They have like a mirror, and yeah, and as I said, I really enjoy these small palettes. And then in the look I'm wearing today, as I said, or let's start from the beginning. So from this palette I used this black, and I kind of packed that onto my eyelid, and then I went into the Ring the Alarm palette, and from this one, as I said, I took Frame and I kind of packed that on a bit higher than the black, and then I went into the Mauve Obsessions palette, and then I used a mix of these two to kind of blend it out. And then I have this one on my outer corner, not outer corner, my inner corner. And then I have this sort of along my lower lash line, although I'm wearing a black in my waterline, and then kind of smudged on my lower lash line. So that is the look that I am wearing today, and it's very dramatic. I wasn't planning on doing, or I was planning on doing this kind of dramatic look because I just felt like that was the colors that would go really well together from these three palettes. Since I have two kind of reddish palettes, I wanted to use those kinds of tones for this look. I've been happy to use these three palettes. They are all staying in my collection because I do enjoy them. And now we are going to pick 3 new palettes here from my cupcake. So I don't have a lot of palettes left. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, let's just pull 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so first one is the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. I haven't had this in this project like as a piece of paper the entire time because I didn't know if I wanted to like put it as I didn't know if I wanted to include it since it's actually a face palette, but I feel like I get the most use out of it on my eyes, so that's why I included it. So the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, and then the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, so it's the last one to use in this project. And then the Makeup Revolution Abracadabra palette, so I will pull those out and then I will show them to you. Okay, so as I said, first one I got was the Kat Von D Alchemist palette. And I usually mention when I show her products that I don't support her anymore, I don't buy from her anymore, but I'm still going to use the products that I have from her. But as I said, this is the Alchemist palette, and then you have 4 kind of duochrome either face highlights or eyeshadows, and you have one that is the emerald green, and then you have like a pink opal, which is a pink, flashing pink, and this is green, and then you have one that is kind of a blue purple, and then you have one that is completely blue, like a turquoise blue. So first week I'm going to use that to kind of accent my looks, And then the second week I'm going to use the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette, and this is the purple one. I'm really excited to use this because I haven't used it a ton. I feel like it's not as purple as I want it to be, and it's definitely a fall palette. So it's a really nice time to like get this one and use it. I think I've used this shade called Ballsy before, and I wasn't a huge fan. And then I think I used Bling Bling or this one, which is Glitz and Glam, and I really enjoyed those. So maybe I will try out this purple, which is like the standout in the palette, or yeah, we'll see what I will be doing with this one. And then the third week I got the Makeup Revolution Abracadabra palette, and it's just a palette full of pressed glitters. So this one is a bit kind of duochrome. If you see that it in some light it's kind of green, and then in some light it's kind of peachy. But otherwise you have these fun kind of glitter shades, and I have used this one, I've used this one, I've used the red, or like the pinky red, and then I have used the red. And yeah, maybe I will kind of dip into the other shades and play around and see if I can do some like glitter accents. But I do really enjoy this palette. I haven't had it in my collection for super long, but I have been enjoying it a lot since I got it. But yeah, that was it for this update. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this project. I know a lot of you do. So yeah, thank you for sticking around for this really long project. But yeah, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!